Good morning, everyone. Yesterday, we were discussing about in-queen problem using backtracking methods. In-queen is nothing but problem is nothing but placing n queens in n by n matrix. So we took an example of 4-queen problem. That is, we need to place 4 queens in the boxes in this box such that no queen should be in a position to defeat the other queen. So this is how we started. We started with the first queen in the first row, first column box. We placed it there, and we tried to place the next queen in the second row. Here it was not possible. Here it was not possible, and we placed it at the third location. And then again, third queen in the third row we tried. First not possible, second also not possible, third location also not possible, fourth also it was not possible. So by here we concluded that this stage was it was not correct, because placing the second queen at this location has blocked us from placing the third queen in the third row. So this step was not correct. So we'll trace back, we'll go back, and we'll try to place the queen in the fourth column, second queen. If you place it here, third queen, we can place it at this location. But again, there is no place for fourth queen. So when this is the condition, we'll come back to this location, this box, this iteration. Try to place the third queen here. It's not possible. Place it here. Again, it's not possible. So placing this was not right, but there was no other options to place the second queen. And we'll come to first iteration itself, wherein placing the first queen in the first box itself was not the right choice. So we'll go back to the initial condition. We'll try to place the first queen in the second blocks. Okay. And second queen, we'll check and we'll place the second queen here. And third queen in the third row, first box itself we can place. There is no conflict here. And fourth queen, it can be placed in the fourth box. So this is one solution for this 4-queen problem. Yesterday, see, we have started first here backtracking, actual backtracking. It was not useful. So again, we came to this location, placing the first queen in this location. Again, if there is any, if we had not found the solution, we went to the next block, but we got the solution. Similarly, we don't know whether there exists any other solutions. If you repeat these steps again, you can even try for the next location, placing the first queen here. So if you do that, you can see here, you'll get the options like this. So this is what we have done. We have found the solution like this in the second iteration. If you go for third iteration, placing the first queen in the third box, and second can be placed here. Third queen can be placed at this location, and fourth one can be placed here. Now also you can see it is a correct solution. No queen is conflicting with each other. This is also a proper arrangement. Okay, this is also a proper arrangement. Two solutions are there for this problem. If you want to repeat, like you check for all the possible solution, you can do that. Otherwise, in the first iteration itself, second iteration itself, we got the solution. If you go for placing the first queen in the fourth blocks, it is not possible. You can do that, but there is no place for the fourth queen in the box. Okay, so this is the solution for 4-queen problem. It will have two solutions. Okay, this tree we call it as see, backtracking doesn't make use of actual trees, but solution can be framed like this, following the tree order. So this is called a state space tree. Okay, this tree, it looks like tree. For that reason, it is not making use of tree, but we are like the solution, whatever we do, the approach, it looks like tree. So this is called as a state space tree. This is about n queen. These are the steps we followed. Like we explore each and every node. When you are exploring the node, if n is goal node, return success. If n is a leaf, return failure. Okay, again, for each child, we'll be doing the same thing. So that is what we did in the solution. And this is the algorithm that's given in the textbook. You just go through this algorithm, okay? It is same as like you can, the solution, whatever we have traced, no, it is according to that, only few conditions are there. Okay, so that is n queen. We shall take up one more topic here, sum of subsets. Okay, sum of subsets. For this problem also, we'll make use of backtracking approach. Sum of subsets means if you have set of numbers, using in that number, subsets of number, sum will take and we'll try to match it with one number. Okay, that is sum of subset problem. This sum of subset problem also, for the to solve this problem or address this problem, we'll again make use of backtracking approach. Backtracking means that's how, like, we start with one condition root node. We'll start going through the, that is almost, we'll follow DFS approach, depth first search. We'll go on from the left child. If we start, we'll go in depth to the left side. If we get the solution, it's fine. Otherwise, we'll trace back to the root. That is how we do DFS. So backtracking will use, can be used to find the sum of subsets in the sets. Okay, we have n elements. Assume that we have n elements. Okay, n is equal to 6. So 6 elements in our problem. M is 30. That is total sum. I want total sum of 30 among these elements. Okay, few elements are given. Weights of the elements. 6 elements are there. 6 elements are there. Its weights are as follows. So this is one set. I want among these elements, I want to find out which are the elements that will sum up to 30. Okay, we have to generate all possible combination of subsets whose sum is equal to given value m, that is 30. Okay, that is sum of subsets. 6 elements are there, its weights are given. So our task is to find out if you combine certain elements, you should combine such that their weight total should be equal to 30. Okay, m is equal to 30. See, this problem may be asked in any ways. Okay, they may give few elements and m value they may change. Okay, just see how it can be solved. It is a very simple thing. By looking at the problem itself, you can see I need total of 30 means 5 plus 10 plus 15. Okay, this is one subset which will lead to 30. Okay, 5, 10, 15. This is one subset which will lead to 30. Another one is 12 plus 13 plus 5. Okay, 25 plus 5, 30. Another subset is 12 plus 18. That also leads to 30. So there are 3 subsets in this total elements, number of elements, whose sum will be 30. You need to find out those 3 subsets using backtracking. See here, anyhow, by looking at the values itself, easily you can see, you can identify which are those 3 subsets. But if n value is very large, then applying backtracking will be a better solution. So let's solve this problem using backtracking. M is 30. Weights are 5, 10, 12, 13, 15, 18. And X is, okay, X, that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 elements. If x value is 1 and this is 0 means, what does that mean? I have selected this element, not selected this one and this one. That is x1, x2, x3 indicates whether that particular element is selected or not. x1 is first element, x2 is second element, x3 is third element. So x1, x2, x3 indicates whether that particular number is selected or not in our choice of subsets. Okay, x indicates those values, number, particular element number. Backtracking, we have to start with a node. A rectangular box is taken here as a node. Here, 0 indicates root. We are in the root, okay? 0 indicates we have not selected element so far. So it is 0. Okay, m value. You can consider this 0 as m. Yeah. Not picked any element so far, it is 0. 73 is the total weight of these elements. Okay, 5 plus 10 plus 12 plus 13, 15 plus 18, it will lead to 73. Is it clear? 0 means weight that has been already selected. We have not selected anything so far. We are in the first stage. So it is 0. 73 is the total weights of all these elements. When this is 0, it has to be 73. If I select 5, we have to minus 5 from 73. Okay, remaining weight. Now, initial available weight is 73. Selected weight is 0. And this tree, you can either go in the left direction or in the right direction. How will decide whether we are going to left or right? See, we have to start with first element. If you select the first element, what I will do is I will branch out towards left. That is x1 is equal to 1. x1 is equal to 1 means I have selected first element in my subset. See, our task is to find out the subset. Okay, we have to find out all possible subsets whose sum will be equal to 30. So first, I will select element x1. That is the first element. If x1 is equal to 1, x1 is equal to 1 means I have selected 5 in my subset. So we'll branch out towards left. Okay, we'll start with left. x1 is equal to 0 means we'll go to the right side of the tree. Okay, if any element is selected, we'll go left towards left. If it is not selected, we'll go towards right. And we'll start further branching out from each child. Okay, first we'll select element 1. Okay, we are going to select this element 1. So x1 will be 1. x1 is set to 1. That is, we have selected first element into our subset. Okay, once you select first element into the subset, this 0 will become 5 and 73 minus 5 is 68. So we'll write 5, 68. That is, we have considered the weight 5. Remaining weights are 68. Okay. Next, select second element into our, select second element into our subset. Second element is x2. Again, if you go towards left, that is, we are selecting x2. If you go towards right, we are not selecting x2. So x2 is equal to 1. That is, I am selecting second element. Okay, I am selecting second element into my subset. Total weight, now it will become 15. Okay, and the 68 will come down to 58. Okay, 15 total weight. Now remaining is 58. Next, third element. See, we'll go on selecting the elements one by one. If we are not getting the solution, see, that is what backtracking is. You will we'll start iterating through all the steps. And if you are not going to towards the solution, we'll come back. Okay, you'll see once you see all the iterations, you'll understand. Now I will select element 3. See, in exam also you have to do these steps. Okay. Now I will select element 3. X3 is equal to 1. Okay, when x3 is equal to 1, that is 12. 12 plus 15 is 27. Okay. Elements, total weights we have considered is 5 plus 10 plus 12, that is 27. Remaining is 58 minus 12. Okay, that is 46. So weights so far selected is 27, 46. Next element is x4. X4 is equal to 1. I will pick this also. X4 is equal to 1. X4 is equal to 1 means 27. What is the weight of fourth element? 13. Okay, 27 plus 13, it will be 40. Okay, the weight will be 40. Remaining will be 46 minus 13 is 33. 40, 33. See, our total subset weight should be 30. Okay, subset weight has to be 30. Here already you have selected 4 elements and its weight is more than 30. Okay, our element was supposed to be 30, but you have gone selecting all the elements 1, 2, 3, 4 continuously, and weight has become more. So this element should not be selected. Is it clear? Fourth element, you should not select the fourth element, because once you select the fourth element, if you select all 1, 2, 3 and fourth element, weight is more than required weight. So this condition you have to keep checking. Whenever you pick the element, you have to check this condition. Wi into xi is nothing but this 5, 10, 5, 15 and 27. This is nothing but 27 plus w into k plus 1. K plus 1 means we were at this iteration. We should have not selected this at the first place itself. 40, that is 13. Okay, 27, this is 27. Previously, these three values, 27 plus, this is nothing but 13. It is 40. It is not less than or equal to m. Okay, so we'll not take this step. We'll not go further. We have to stop here only. Okay, we will do this computation, but we can't go further. We'll stop here only. But the thing is, you have to verify all the elements. Okay, x1, x2 up to 6 you have to go. So x4 should not be 1. It can be 0. So I will branch out at the right side now. See, I have to, final solution is nothing but this solution, x1, x3, either 1 or 0. These elements either you have selected or not selected. So you have to go through all the elements. So x4 is equal to 1. It's not possible because its weight will be more than m. So we'll stop here. We'll go to the right side where x4, okay, that step will trace back. We'll go right side where I will not select the x4. So x4 is 0 now. If x4 is 0, this 27 will remain as it is 27. But this among this 46, I will minus this 13 because x4 is left out. So 27, 33. Next, x5. If you select x5 is equal to 1, if you make this fifth element as 1, again 27 plus 15. Okay, so x5 is equal to 1. It should be 1. Okay, I will make this first. I will select that element. Weight will be 43, 18 because 15 plus 27 is 43. Again, this condition fails. So you cannot select fifth element. I will leave it. So I will not select the fifth element also. x5 is equal to 0. x5 is equal to 0. This 27 will remain as it is 27. In this 33, I will minus 15 because this element, these two elements we have left out, fourth and fifth. So it will become 18. Next, sixth element. First, I will select the sixth element. X6 is equal to 1. Again, 27 plus 18, 45, which is more than m. So this element should also not be selected. It is more than m. We'll go back. X6 is equal to 0, I will put. Okay, I will not select that element. 27 will remain as it is. 18 will become 0. Okay. 27 will remain, but this will become 0. Once it becomes 0, we'll stop. For that stopping, you have to check for one more condition. That is this total weights, okay, plus weight of Wi, whatever you are tracing, it should be greater than m. You can see here, these two things are not greater than m. 27 is Wi into xi, weight into x1, x2, x3, that is 27 plus next iteration value is 0. So these two things should be greater than m, but it is not greater than m. It is just 27. So this is not the solution. Okay. We have reached a place where we have not found the solution. So that means that this path, whatever you have taken, that is not correct. So we'll go one step backwards. Okay, we'll start going backwards, one step backwards. Again, this path is also not correct because we went left side and right side. We have not found the solution from this point. So that also will trace back. And again, we'll come to this initial condition. Now we have went left side of x2 is equal to from this place. We shall go rightwards. Okay, now we shall go rightwards. That is, in the left, you have selected x3 is equal to 1. Okay, so if you select first element, second element, and third element, we are not going to get the solution. So we will not do this also. We'll trace back. Now x3 is equal to 0. We shall do x3 is equal to 0. x3 is equal to 0 means you have selected element 1 and 2. Okay, element 1 and 2. So x1 is 1, x2 is 1. x3, I will keep it as zeros. Don't select the third element. So this 15 will remain as it is. From 58, you subtract 12. Okay, we have excluded third element. So from 58, you subtract 12. x1, x2 we have selected. Third element we have not selected. So leave this element. So 15 will remain as it is. Only 2 elements selected. So 15. 3 elements are covered. So remaining weight is 46. Now again, we are in the fourth element. While checking for fourth element, first select the fourth element and then leave the fourth element. So first we have to go towards left first. Okay, select the fourth element. And again, you can observe here, if you select the fourth element, say I will not do that step. Okay, if you select the fourth element, what happens is 13. 13 plus 15 is 28 again. So 28 plus 15 again, it will go to 33. 43. You will not get the solution if you select the fourth element. So for our this tree will become complicated. Okay, for me to explain. For that reason, I will just leave that fourth element. If you select the fourth element, tree will go this side, and the total will be 15 plus 13 is 28. Again, 28 plus 15 or plus 18, you will not get the solution. For that reason, I have to skip that step. Okay, we'll not go leftwards. We'll straight away go towards right. I will skip the fourth element because if you select the fourth element, I know that we are not going to get the solution. For that reason, I have skipped that part. Don't select fourth element. Okay, don't select fourth element. X4 is 0. X4 is 0 means total will be 15. Here 46 minus 13. So that will be 33. Now, fifth element. Are you going to select the fifth element or not? So what we are going to do, whether x5 should be 1 or 0. What we have to do? See, total is 15. x5 is 15. So x5 is equal to 1. If I do that, I will get the solution. x5 is equal to 1. I will select that element. then total will be 30. Total will be 30 and 33 minus what? 33 minus 15, it is 80. So this is one solution. Okay, one subset we have found in our given set. We have found one subset such that its total is 30. Which is that subset? Which are the elements that are present in the subset? You can see this tree path. Okay, x1 is 1, x2 is 1. That means you have selected element 1, element 2. x3 is 0 means you have not selected third element. x4 is 0 means again you have not selected fourth element. xy is 1. So you have selected fifth element. Okay, you have selected first element 5 plus 10. You have not selected 12 and 13. Again you have selected fifth element. So total is 30. You will not select the sixth element. Is it clear? So this is the solution. One subset you have found. So I will call it as solution A. First solution 1 1 0 0 1 0. x1, x2, x3, x4, x5 we have selected. x6 also 0. So that is the first solution we got, wherein subset total is 30. Okay, so that is first solution. Again, next solution, we shall see for one more subset, we shall solve. See, you by looking at these numbers, you can say next element should be, if you select 5, then next one should be 12 and 13. 12 and 13 means you should not select the second element. Okay, so I will branch out here only. Already we have found the first solution. I will branch out to the leaving x2. x2 is equal to 0. Now I don't need this x2. Okay, x2 is not required. So x2 is equal to 0. If x2 is equal to 0, only first element is selected. So this will remain 5. This will 68 minus 10, it will become 58. Okay, next. Here, are you going to select x3? Yes, we need x3 in the solution. So x3 will be equal to 1. If x3 is equal to 1, 5 plus 12 is 17. Okay, 12 minus 68 is 46. 17, 46. So x3 is selected. Next, are you going to select x4? Yes, x4 is also needed for solution. Okay, it is x4. x4 is equal to 1. Okay, x4 is equal to 1. x4 is equal to 1 means 30 you will get. Remaining is 33. So we have come to the third solution also. Third solution, how we'll get? See the path of the tree here. So this is the path. That is x1 is 1, x2 is 0, not selected second element, third element you have selected, fourth element you have selected. Okay, 5 plus 12 plus 13, which is equal to, this subset total is also equal to 30. Okay, so that is second solution is 1 0 1 1 0 0. See, again, for our like lack of time, I'm doing the straight iterations, but you have to check for left conditions. Okay, here again further you have to check, that is x4 we have stopped, x5 is equal to 1 you have to put and check this condition will fail, you have to go back, and x5 is equal to 0 you have to put. Okay, all those conditions you need to check. Okay, for for our purpose, I have just finished it fast. So what is the next subset in the given elements? Next subset. Next subset is nothing but, in the next subset, first element itself is not there. Okay, next subset is 12 plus 18. So first element we are not selecting, second element we are not selecting. So we'll not go to the left part of the tree itself. Okay, we are not going to the left part of the tree. We have to go rightwards. That is x1 is not selected. x1 is equal to 0. Okay, x1 is equal to 0. In exam, if this problem is asked, by seeing at the set subsets, you easily will come to know which are the subsets that has to be present that will lead to the particular required sum. So based on that, you should know how to algorithm wise tracing you cannot do. Okay, for that reason, you must know how to trace this tree, how to write this tree. Okay, in the second, I will try to find out excluding the first element. So first element is not selected. It will be 0 itself. Minus 73 minus 5 is 68. Okay, 68. Next, at this stage, you have to either select second element or leave second element. If I select second element, again, it will not lead us to the any solution. So for if I take the tree left side, by seeing our values, I will not reach the solution. For that reason, for only that reason, I will skip that. We'll go rightwards. We'll skip the second element also. X2 is equal to 0. Okay, second element is also not selected. Remaining weight will be 58. Next, select the third element. Okay, I will pick the third element. If you pick the third element, it will be 12, 46. So one element selected. Next, fourth element. Again, you need to select the, if you select the fourth element, if you go this side, again, it will not lead us to the solution. So fourth element is not required in our solution. So fourth, I will keep it as 0. This will be 12. This will become 33. Fifth element, again, if you select the fifth element, we will not reach the solution. So leave it. I will select the, I will not select the fifth element. Next, sixth element, yes, we have to select the sixth element. Then total will be 30. So that is our final solution. So in the final solution, you have not selected first element, not second element. Third, we have selected. Okay, third element we have selected. Fourth also not selected. Fifth also not selected. Sixth element we have selected. Solution is 0, 0, 1, 0, 0, 1. Okay, this subset total is also 30. 12 plus 18. Subset total is 30. We have selected only 2 elements this time, that is third element and third element and sixth element. Okay, this is a sum of subset problem using backtracking. Okay, that algorithm, there is no particular algorithm for this. Okay, only concept is there. Okay, it might be asked in exam. All of you just mark your attendance. We are running out of time. See, now you might have got the circular from the video. That is, from 10 questions, you can attend any questions of any modules, any 5 questions. So people who are good at writing theory, you can also score. People who are good at solving problems, you can also score, okay? And you might have seen the test paper, both theory and problems, both will be asked. So this is a good opportunity for you all to score a real good number, okay? This is really good what they have given the choice. Either you can what I suggest is you study all 5 modules, don't skip anything. Okay, don't just study 3 modules and come and do some mistakes in those 3 modules and get less marks. If possible, study all the modules. At least problems, you can go through all the problems. Each and every problem, one method will be there. Easily it can be solved. Scoring will be very easy this time, okay? Yeah. Next topic, I will continue in the next class. Today I'll stop here. Thank you.